Hey guys, how you doing? This is George again. Yes, it's George Wolfe coming to you from my home studio, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about health today. But before we do that, let me say this: I'm George Wolfe, and a politician, and I approve of this video as I do any of my videos. And also, always remember, when it comes to politicians, make sure it comes from the horse's mouth, not social media. That just mm, make something up. Anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about health and what I would do as governor for the state of Arizona. For the state of Arizona, what I'd like to do is bring technology here, just as I would if I was governor of California, New York, Texas, wherever. And the point is having the medical needs that we see around us, such as no limbs, uh, can't feel anything, always in a wheelchair, or you have to use a cane because you're visually impaired. However, today what I want to talk to you about is the thing that we do now will carry us into the future. Now, as governor in 2022, what I'd like to do is if I am elected, I want to take and bring technology home. That means here in this country. Technology is in the UK right now, especially to the point where we have to think about, well, we got to go out and give blood. Well, in actuality, you don't need to anymore because the ability for certain stem cells, okay, can generate bags of red plasma. So when you need red plasma cells, there is an organization or company in the state, well, let's just say in the UK, because in the state of UK there is a place called Cambridge University, and they partner up with a specialized laboratory. I'm not going to get into the names at this point, but I want you to know that the specialization in the transmission of adopting these particular types of cells, they are able to, one, grow a new heart, two, from growing a new heart, maybe even repairing the heart, three, we can even look at growing limbs. Yes, people, growing limbs. Imagine in the United States, you didn't have the opportunity to go to one of these type of places. But in Arizona, we would make it available. We'd open up a special hospitalization. We'd allow people to come in, and we would share this technology. Now, the idea is sharing technology can be in multiple areas. You know, just like I can't wait to have an IE autonomous vehicle. But today, we have that available, but the technology has to be improved because you have to first get what you need, you have to put the program together, you have to develop it. So, in this sense, what we would do is open up a clinic and allow not only the citizens in the state of Arizona, but the actual people from other states, other countries, to come here and participate. One of the other things I want to mention is Boston Children's Hospital. If you go to the stem cell research lab online at Boston Children's Hospital and type in their search engine, see through fish, you're going to see a fish that they actually transformed into or grew and engineered the fish to where you can see right through it. Imagine the dreams of a child can come true. That child may have an issue with the lungs, but this technology is here today. The question is, what do we do with it? Well, we can start healing. People who have ED healed. We have the technology. It's like the old saying in the Bionic Man. It costs $6 million. But imagine a product that even if it costs $6 million, imagine that technology can be used not for one person, but for multiple people. Okay? Now come on, people. When we need something, we go to the doctor. They look at us, check us out, say, okay, I'm writing this prescription, and this is what you're going to get. Then you go to the pharmacy, and you turn it in. But what if you didn't really have to do that? What if you went down and you needed a heart transplant? Well, what if it was readily available within 24 hours? Well, this is coming, people. It's coming. As governor, what I would do is make all of this technology come here to our state. Make all that technology readily available to the people here. People say that technology can take over the world. But if you direct it to where you need to direct it, guess what? You're not having to take a step back, because time will tell. And where there's a will, there's a way. So please think about that. Now, as I said, stem cells are here. One of the things I don't want to do is to mislead people right now, because it's all new technology. Yeah, people giving it to you. But the problem is, when they give you the stem cells, they're forgetting one very important part. And that is, you cannot take it unless it's programmed. If it's for the skin, the bone, the eye, or anything. Now I'm going to share something else with you here too. The April report of 2009 from the National Institute of Health, it's actually in their records. I believe the National Eye Institute is the one who actually received the report and indicated the report that, since the 70s to the 2009 report about regrowing your eye. Imagine, having to walk into a clinic, get seen, and these people tell you, since you can't see, would you like us to regrow you an eye and even maybe the nerves behind it that allows the eye to work. That's today. It can be done. But the problem is the FDA hasn't mentioned it or come out with the approval. Not to say that it can't. It depends on our government officials and who wants to approve it first. Just like Arizona, I want it to be number one capital of autonomous AI vehicles. We'll get into that another time, the next video. But what I want you to do is just to dream about this. Now, also, for people that have seen before, like myself, in a specific time, and imagine walking into a clinic and they take the cells from your own skin, and those cells, we don't need stem cells anymore. The adult cells of your body can regrow your lens on your eyes and make you able to see once again. Diseases of the eye can become of the past. We want to bring the future here. We want America to look at Arizona as the development part of the country where people come here to get healed. Now, here's the thing. People say, well, God can heal us. Well, God can heal you, but there's one little issue. The way God heals is that He gives those who help you heal the tools, the knowledge, and everything they need. And that's why today is a day that we can truly say technology is working. Now, I'm not here to tell you that God can't heal you without the technology. But God, seriously, has given us the opportunity to bring knowledge and the tools and everything together as one. And for you to be blessed with maybe a new eye, a new hand, a new arm. You can be blessed with a lot of things nowadays. One of the things I want you to do is to think about it. I don't want you to dwell too much into it over and above everything else, but I want you to think about it. So, if you do live here in Arizona, and I do become governor, and I get people to elect me, you will see that everybody has health care. Because of the fact that everybody brags about Obamacare, well, we're going to do one better. Okay? We're going to do one better. We can have the Obamacare. That's fine. Okay? That's fine. But what we want to do is we want to make people better. And how do we do that? Well, we purchase what's needed, make it readily available. Now, here's one thing I want you to understand. When people have, let's say, issues with diabetes, well, the people I want to bring in from overseas, they not only can reproduce a whole bag of blood for our blood banks on a daily basis, but they can also make things happen like the diabetes. Do you have diabetes? Would you like to get rid of it? What if they can make your pancreas that delivers the fluid that actually slows down, and all of a sudden you have diabetes. What if it can be replaced? What if you can reverse, okay, diabetes? Diabetes 1, diabetes 2, it doesn't matter. Because what the technology they have is readily available. It can be put here in our country, in the state of Arizona. Now, imagine this. Imagine you walk out your door one day, you go to the doctor puts the stem cells in your body, already programmed, and they go right to your pancreas and becomes part of that pancreas, and diabetes is out the door. It's gone. The other thing is, we want to also look at losing weight. People who want to lose weight can lose as much weight as they want. Imagine the stem cells going in, and that is programmed to help you lose that weight. Well, there's so many things going on nowadays, let's just say that. And what I'm looking to do is I want to explain to you my concept as governor. I would say here we would have free clinics. Yes, I'm saying it. Free clinics. Now, in California, free clinics is very nice to have. Beautiful. You walk in, there's a counter, just like a regular office. But here, you would actually have the ability to do more than just have a checkup, see a regular doctor, or something of that sense. Now, what we're going to look at is you can be able to walk in to a clinic free of charge. These charges you see, people who have ED issues and they need to get it fixed, why in the world would somebody want to pay $3,000 to get it repaired? What if you can get it done, no cost to you? You see, the idea is to make Arizona healthy and wealthy. The way we do that, through diversification. The diversification will actually put you on a road to recovery. We have to first become healthy. In order for the state to be wealthy, that is another deal. And we'll talk about that another time. Today, it's about health. It's about your health. Today, technology is here. Today, we can make it happen. If you want to invest in that technology right now, we can help you do that too. See, one of the things we want to do too is make sure that we take care of our elder. We want to make sure our mothers and fathers, grandfathers, sisters, brothers, everyone across the board. Make sure they're healthy. Make sure that they don't have to lay around in a bed and die. We can help them today with the new technology that we have across the country and that we have overseas. Let's bring it here to this country, round it up, put it in a stable place with the labs that have the ability to create what we need. Today is a day when we can actually think about tomorrow. I'm able to walk out my door, go to the hospital, and say, I just cut my finger off. and they can actually regrow that finger and then implant that finger. The thing of it is, a part of us dies, but a part of us lives. Today, we live with the Corona 19 virus. As I've said, nitric oxide helps that because the COVID 19 deals with our lungs. That's where it smothers you. That's where it enters most of the blood circulation that you have. Just like the oxygen that goes into your lungs, and then it goes into the lobes and then into your blood system as it circulates. Okay? Now, imagine that you have a lung disease. Imagine the technology that we have nowadays in the world. Okay, can't say in the country, but we are there. It's just a matter of time of, as a governor, I would be one of these people that would be willing to go out on the line and take the first step and show you, the world, that the technology that is today can be today, tomorrow, and so on. So I say to you, come to Arizona and be part of a new life that you can live, and vote for me for governor if you happen to live here. But also, it's not all about voting for me, because that's great. But I want you to know that I've always been where people can get me, reach me by phone or email or whatever, and they want to know something. Well, technology today is a great thing. I love doing the research. I love sharing things with you guys. I want you to become a whole person. If you have a multiple disability issue, rather it's mental, rather it's physical, we can approach that. We can make that happen today. And with your help, I know we can reach the point. And then we want to educate our government. Our government, our insurance, our Medicare, Medicaid, and all this other. We have to realize that the buck stops at the door. Because I believe it shouldn't cost money to repair your body. See, we all have something. The people that look very healthy to you, wow, they're healthy. But the secret is, there's something there that they have, and we just don't know about it. So, as I said before, I'm George Wolfe, and I thank you for listening. And what I want to do right now is talk to you a little bit about the virus again before we go any further, okay? And that is, if you believe in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you from ever doing what you dream of doing. One of the things I want to mention is placing the locations of these throughout the cities, the different cities, and or towns. And it doesn't matter if the clinic Doesn't have everything, but they're all connected. They're part of the state. They're on state property. But imagine a taxpayer or a sick person not having to count on insurance, people. Counting on insurance is the last thing you want to do. As governor, what I want to do is diversify that. So we have the clinics over here. We have the insurance over here. Now, we'll use the insurance when it's needed because we don't want to get rid of something. We want a combination. We want to diversify. And that's how you run a state, is diversification. Imagine a little tiny town, and you walk into that little tiny town, and you have a little tiny family, and you just need a little tiny checkup. But you live in a little tiny house. So you can go to the little tiny clinic. Yeah, I know it's a song. But in reality, if the clinics were available right now in Arizona, imagine the healing process that could actually take place in every place you can think of. And if you need something, we shouldn't have to count upon Obamacare, Medicare, Medicaid, or access, or whatever the insurances that people have. We shouldn't have to be paying out of a pocket just to get healed. Can you imagine? Thousands of people paying 20, 30. Some people, I was shocked to see paying over $100, $200 just to go see a doctor. And then when the doctor says, oh, well, this is what you got wrong. But imagine if you didn't have to pay a copay, but you still had the insurance. Let's say you had to go to the pharmacy. That's fine. But see, today, we can make certain things happen if we put our heads together. We come together as a nation. We come together as the citizens of a state. It doesn't have to be Arizona, but it just has to be a state that's willing to take on the technology that we have today. Tomorrow, technology won't be here because it'll already be happening. It would have been the past. Imagine, you have children, and then, God forbid, something happens to that child right in birth. And then, during that time, you're trying to figure out, I've got something wrong with my child. What am I going to do? But what if that child can go into a special clinic within that same jurisdiction? And then all of a sudden, we can help make the child better. Heal them from any disease. Those children now that walk with limps, what if they no longer walk with limps? What if that child that has a heart problem, what if they could be fixed? You see, when a child is born, we don't have to deal with heartache. We can deal with tomorrow, today, and making these clinics happen across our country. We would do the stimulation. So by doing the stimulation, what I want to do is stimulate our society to better acknowledge and take in what's readily available. So here's what we do. Arizona, as a governor, I bring it here. Then we spread it around the country and get other governors to do the same. Then we can better heal our children, heal our adults, heal our elder. So for now, I'm going to let you go. I thank you very much, and I will talk to you next time. And just know there's somebody who cares. So take care. Watch your back. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Give me a message, or even subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Thank you, and enjoy.